Hey yo, what's up? So, like I promised, the Vegas vlog. So I actually don't even necessarily really like anything about Vegas in particular, like the gambling or really nightlife or whatever you want, whatever it is, right? Whether bro, just pay for some play, bro, if you know what I mean, right? Well, that's not actually legal in Vegas. But people say, "Oh, bro, just whatever, just bro, and do it anyways, right?" But no, that doesn't. I have to just get that out of the way because I know people will be like, "Oh, just go and do it anyways, bro." That's the first thing. Oh, you tell someone, "Oh, you're going to Vegas," and not in real life, right? But on the internet, right? It's like, "Oh, bro." Oh, and you don't get laid, then they'll be like, "Oh, bro, we'll just pay for it, right?" But it's like you can't do it in Vegas. What would be the point? Oh, they're gonna take advantage of you if you're a tourist, right? Not that I'm like a tourist for like leisure, right? It's like more like work related because like I wouldn't travel here for fun because I don't know, I just don't want to. I wouldn't travel anywhere for fun. But yeah, not gonna do that. They'll just take advantage of you and probably like I don't know, rob you for your money or whatever. Which is it's also kind of weird though, right? That it's I wouldn't if I had to pay for it, right? It wouldn't even necessarily be for because for like enjoyment, for like horniness and stuff like that. It'd be mostly just okay to learn how does this actually work, right? Because let's be real and honest. Women do have an expectation of you to have some level of experience or competence at a later age, right? You can whether it's fair or not, it doesn't really matter. That's just the reality of the situation. It'd be nice if things weren't like that, but that's the reality of the situation, right? You can't change it. You just got to deal with it, right? So, and like, oh, bro, if that's the reality, you just got to deal with it. Then why are you complaining? See, the thing is, you have a warped view of life, right? Where you just say anything that doesn't fit your life perspective, your narrative, basically due to your luck and life genetics or whatever it is, right? It basically, if something doesn't line up with your life experiences, oh, bro, you're complaining, right? Because of survivorship bias and the victim mentality, right? Even though I just said this is what it is, right? It's like you just want to put a spin on things, right? It's like those you're basically trying to turn everything into gotcha moment, right? It's like you're like those it's like it's just not a speaking with people like this is just not really there's really no point, right? It's honestly it's just better to give them was it a shit tier. I don't even know if I can whatever. Yeah, like a shit posting Reddit esque response to them, because obviously these with some people there's no point, right, in actually speaking, because some people are just like I said talking to hear themselves talk and to feel morally superior and basically feed their fragile male ego, right? Not necessarily to actually have I don't want to say productive conversation because there's no such thing as a online productive conversation, right? Because that's just how this online space is. But whatever, right? You have to pay to get experience, or I would have to pay to learn, right? It's like basically like driver's school, right? I'd have to pay. It basically, oh, bro, just not even bro, because it's like, oh, bro, why are you hiring a guy, right? Because it's like, oh, you need to do the girl voice, bro. You basically need to hire basically a woman to teach you, right, how to do anything and do this. And because like I said, a woman who, who would want to sleep with you would already have expectations in mind, right? She's like, oh, well, she already has something in mind that you're going to do X, Y, Z, and you're not going to need help, and you have to do everything, right? That's the honest to God truth, right? It'd be nice if it was a cooperative experience where, there's some level of, you know, help or whatever, like, of mutual, of like a, if it wasn't a performance that you have to put on, right, it would be easier, you know but that's just not the reality of the situation. So, but at the end of the day, even then, I'm not going to. So they're gonna be like, "Oh, bro, but if you're not willing to pay." It's like, then what's the point? It's like the guy said, "I'm always gonna bring up that guy." I don't even remember his username. I think it may be gibberish or not even gibberish. It's just probably like lowercase words all put together. And uh, but it's like, yeah, at a certain point, it's like with the surgeries, right? It's like at a certain point, it's like, why are you? It's like they say, oh, get this, or just do this, to It's basically, oh, just be a different person, bro. At a certain point, it's like, yeah, just be a different person. It's like you might as well just be born, just be born again, bro. I'm not gonna say it right, but it's like, oh, bro, just take the rope and reincarnation, Max. Right? That's basically that's basically what you the solution they're proposing, right? Indirectly, because at a certain point, it's like just become unrecognizable, right? And a completely different person. So there's just no point, right? It's like I said, either you got it or you don't. And someone's gonna be, oh, bro, but I changed or whatever, and it's like, sure, that's fine, but you fail to understand that you probably had the at least the baseline minimum requirement underneath whatever flaws that you had, right? That's just how it is. But whatever, right? So no, I'm not gonna pay for it, and the only reason I actually do kind of like coming to Vegas sometimes is because, well, there's two reasons, right? Um, I guess one is a definitely one reason is a new reason, and it's definitely Cope. The first original reason was because I really like Fallout New Vegas, and it's, I'm gonna get into another long ass talk. What is it about? How at Costco they have these Fallout sodas, right? These Fallout Jones sodas, and even though I don't really like drinking calories, right? I still had to buy them just cause cause it was cool, right? I almost debated I did buy some. I almost debated bringing them here and drinking them on the video. They're not even alcoholic. It's like, oh, bro, whatever. They're just sodas because I don't drink, and I just won't ever drink, and I never have, and I just don't see the appeal. Like intoxicating myself with any substance really is, there's just really no appeal. I guess the only drug I'll take is that alters your mind, right? Because I'm like, I'll take whatever. What was it, like Accutane? That's in a pill or whatever, but it is caffeine, right? That's really the only one, and that's close to, like, I take like 600 milligrams of caffeine every single morning, basically, and then sometimes some more. So I get close to a gram a day. So this is a side tangent, but yeah, they had these like Sunset Sarsaparilla. Was it like Nuka Cola Quantum sodas at Costco? And I thought about bringing them, but I was like, yeah, I'm packing too much. And was it I just didn't feel like it was too lazy, and I just didn't want to have to deal with that kind of stuff because they're in glass bottles, and I didn't want to risk it breaking and stuff. Because then that's just a mess, and especially since it's not a like a diet soda, it's like real sugar, and then you got to deal with like ants or whatever or something. So it just wasn't worth it. But yeah, just being able to see the stuff from the video game, or at least to some extent, in real life is kind of cool. Cause yeah, it's one of my favorite games, and I probably spent hours, hours of my life after high school just coming back home and no lifing Fallout New Vegas on the 360. Yeah, for like yeah, I would have played so many countless replays of it. So it's like yeah, I just like playing the same game over and over. I don't like video games anymore because I think they're really boring, especially single player games. I don't to be honest, I don't even know how I played it that much because it's like I need some uh competitive aspect in the game for it to be entertaining, right? Because like I don't really like the non-competitive. Like I've seen like what's it called? Like other videos where it's like where I don't know. I don't even know. Whatever. Who cares? But yeah, I do need some competitive aspect. That's why I played League of Legends for a while and then I quit because it's like I don't have the time to dedicate myself to get decent at the game, at least decent. Um, like I wouldn't want to be like hard stuck gold playing it for years, right? You know that I feel like why would you do that at that point, or just play like oh bro, just play ARAM, bro. It's like you know, sure that like maybe it's fun, kind of fun, but just being like a hard stuck bronze ARAM player sounds like such a miserable life experience. It's like, what's the point? I just don't understand. What's the point of playing a game if you're gonna be bad at it, right? It's like just quit, just opt out. That's the same. It's the same thing with dating, right? It's like if I'm not gonna be good at it, right? Because I don't have the capabilities, right? I don't have the past prerequisite experiences to help me have a good baseline. There's no point in playing the game, right? It's the same thing with League. I never played PC games. I'm not familiar with a mouse and a keyboard, even to play League, which in theory doesn't require much mouse and keyboard experience. Like if I legit have never, if I'm not even good at typing, right? Like I'm not those people who can, type. Like I don't even know what a high words per minute is, right? It's like I can barely kind of type, right? Like I don't even know. Yeah, I can barely kind of type. That's what I'll leave it as. So obviously, mouse and keyboard is not my thing. I don't like it. I prefer a controller. So it's like, so I spent like a year trying to just learn the controls in League, which I'm sure most people who play League don't even have to deal with that because they're already used to playing mouse and keyboard PC games. I've never liked PC gaming and that stuff, and I never will. I bought a laptop to try to play PC games, and it was a mess. It's honestly a waste because I only used it for League, and you don't even need a good laptop for League. But yeah, but TLDR, I need a competitive game. I hate single player games. I wouldn't want to play against AI or bots. I feel like that's so stupid, dude. And I'd feel pathetic. It's like, wow, I really have to play this game and stoop to such a low level to play against bots. It's like, I might as well not even play the game anymore. So that's why I do need some point of comparison, right? And why just opt out of dating, right? There's no point. There's no point in even trying because I know I'm gonna fail. There's no point in doing something that you're bad at and you'll never be able to be good at it, right? So it's better to spend your energy and time on other things, and you have to know your limits. But yeah, that I guess the second reason, whatever. Right, let's get on to the second cope of why I kind of enjoy Vegas, because at right sometime right after I I was gonna say I broke up, but that's giving me too much credit, right? After my ex EGF basically broke up with me, right? Because yeah, because she did with me, right? Because I'd stay with her, right? If it was up to me, I would. Like that's not even a like. There's no point in like trying to pussyfoot and lie about it, right? If it was up to me, I would. Sometime after that, maybe like 2 months After that, I went to a Planet Fitness, and I kid you not, this one girl showed up, and she was basically almost like her twin. Like, she had the same hair color, same hairstyle, glasses, about the same height, just the same thing, right? It's like, same kind of like body shape and everything. And it's like, obviously it wasn't her because she's not even American, right? But it was like, what? It's like, and obviously it's like bittersweet because it's like, obviously, yeah, I did find her attractive because I found my ex attractive. So it was kind of like weird, and that, and the fact that the first time we actually talked was on a drive to Vegas, where we because I wanted to make sure she wasn't like a catfish or anything, so we ended up talking on the car trip there, and we talked for like, I think, almost 2 hours, and it just went by so fast. And I still remember like the gas station or wherever where I had to stop to get gas, and we just talked for a while I walked my dog to go let her go pee. And obviously that gas, it sounds weird, right? But that gas station, that rest stop, all this stuff has like special memories, some nostalgia, some emotional attachment to it, right? And it's like, oh, bro, you're coping, right? Just move on, bro. It's been, it's legit almost been a year, right? Because in a month, it'll be about a year since I first started talking to her, because I talked to her at the end of March. Like I said, I don't know why. I think I remember it's like March 23rd. I don't want to go back on my old Instagram and look at the exact date we started talking, because I feel like I just don't want to dwell on it too much. But if the memories don't like can't be erased from my mind, then it's like whatever. But I'm not gonna like go out of my way to dwell on it. But yeah, it's like, honestly, I don't even know if I'll ever, like, I don't even know if I even actually want a girlfriend anymore after that, to be honest, right? Because, it sounds kind of pathetic, right? But, even though, like, I don't, like, dwell on it anymore, it's like, I don't think, I want one necessarily, right? Because I don't at least at this time, right? Maybe if the right girl ever showed up, but they're not that to cope to, right? Oh, bro, there's no right girl, not for you, bro. Whatever, but it's I guess my mind still, to some extent, can't really get over her, and there'll always be that point of comparison. Cause I know uh, how a girl who genuinely likes to be around you and finds you, I guess, acceptable, makes you feel. It's like I just, I just, that point of comparison will always be there, and I guess unless another girl were to match that feeling, I just won't be able to get over it, right? Because like I said, oh, bro, that's pathetic. You're a simp. Because, like I said, was it February 20th? So it's been almost, like I said, a year, and your mind still has some kind of attachment for some weird reason, right? It's like, I guess to some extent it's understandable, right? Because if it's your first everything, right? But the thing is, most people will have their first everything in high school or whatever, so there's more time for it to disappear, right? So if you're like 15 and then you have your first everything at 15, and then at 16 you have your year, and it's like whatever, by like 18 maybe you're kind of over it, right? So it's more understandable. But so it's understandable if you like compare the time that passes between those two things. You know what I'm saying. But it just seems weird to not get over it at like, what is it, at like 30, right? Because the expectation is, whether people say it or not, that at that age you've already had multiple, you know, either multiple failed relationships, or at least one long term that may have failed, and now you're single, whatever, divorced, whatever, right? But the point is, people expect you to have some relationship experience, especially long term, at at probably 25 plus for sure, right? late 20s for sure. But yeah, that's kind of it, right? I'm just gonna go to the Planet Fitness and then go to the park and then go to work. Not even a lot of work today. Should be an easy day. I'm only here for one day, so then I get to go back and then I get to go on another hotel trip next week. So I don't know when I'll upload this because the internet in the hotel takes a very long time to upload. I think it's this other video is only like 33% done or uploaded, and it's been sitting uploaded for like an hour, or I started uploading it about an hour ago, or maybe half an hour ago. So I mean, it takes a decent amount of time, unfortunately. So I don't know when um, when this vlog will be up. Maybe it won't be up the day after, like tomorrow, like the other ones. But yeah, I'll make another trip, and it's like 20 minutes of talking already, which is kind of crazy because I didn't really expect it. Because it's like it's basically it's gonna be 3:30 a.m. in a minute, and yeah, what a fun experience. Oh, bro, why are you waking up at 3:30? It's like, cause just to get an early start on the day. And I guess I guess before I go to the gym, I'll just end it. Well, obviously, yeah, I'm gonna hope that there's cute girls at the Planet Fitness, but the gym here is like hit or miss. Sometimes there are, sometimes there aren't. Nothing like the Albuquerque or Fresno ones, which are always which pretty much always hit the spot. There's almost always a cute girl there, at least. It's like I don't like I said I don't know what it is about those places, right? But that it is. So like I said, the last thing I'll end it on is I actually got I don't know if you can see it, right? It's like a Valentine's Day M&Ms. I haven't even opened them. I don't probably not even gonna eat them from like the hotel for like checking in. I guess they give you a gift or whatever just because of my membership. So that's the closest thing to Valentine's Day I've ever gotten, right? Just get Valentine's Day M&Ms from the hotel. I guess leftover ones. It says "Be Mine" M&M minis. So yeah, that I got that, and I still got the cake lube, right? It's like, oh, bro, it's like you're ready for your Valentine's Day date, right? And I didn't even go on a Costco date, right? That's how sad it was, right? I just I didn't even go to Costco on Valentine's Day because work took way too long and Costco was closed by the time I was done. So isn't that so sad? I didn't even get to go on a Valentine's date and get um and be able to simp for a girl and buy her groceries at Costco, right? And maybe eventually, I think it would be fun to at least do the dating app thing. And I do have enough Reddit karma for forever alone dating. But the problem is there's so many guys that post on there. I would need to uh basically tell people, hey, if you have a Reddit account, go and upvote my post. so it so it gets to the top. So then people will actually see it. And yeah, because it's just gonna get pushed to the bottom because there's tons of people posting on there, right? And I would at least be funny maybe for some some videos. It's like, hey, let's try. We don't use dating apps. We use Forever Alone dating on Reddit because well, why not, right? And that's a cool thing, right? I always put like just check out my bio and click the link for the channel, right? Because it's always gonna be funny, right? To see how Redditors react, because yeah, it's like, oh, bro, I'm a Redditor or whatever. I don't even know what I'm saying. So 24 minutes. It's basically gonna turn into another hour long vlog movie thing. So yeah, I don't know when I'll talk next. Probably sometime after work. I'll probably do everything and then come back and eat and do a little bit of work, and yeah, I'll just come back and eat and talk about my day then, because if not, this could go on for well over an hour. They'll be like, "Oh, bro, I can't watch an hour-long video." It's like who even watches videos? To be honest, I don't even make the videos to be watched, right? Because I don't even watch videos. I just put them on in the background. Like I don't ever even watch it on the computer. I don't do anything on my computer except just basically upload the videos for the most part. I always just watch YouTube, I more like listen to on my phone. And I just have it locked cuz and just have the sound playing. I don't make the videos to be watched cuz like who would even watch a video, right? Who's going to sit down for X amount of time and watch a video? Like maybe if you I don't even know. Oh, you don't have a life, bro. You'll sit down and actually watch a video. It's more so just, just like, I don't know, just listen to it. It's almost like a podcasting. It's like who sits down? Yeah, I'm gonna sit down and for an hour and watch a podcast of just two people um, sitting across from each other talking. It's like why would you do that? You don't have to watch it, right? You can just listen to it. That's kind of the point of the video. So that's why it's almost like the whatever is playing doesn't even matter. So it's like, oh, bro, so just put on stupid I don't even know, brain rot, whatever AI video on, so yes, the people will watch it or whatever, right? Like, but no, it doesn't even really matter. So yeah, it's kind of it. I will see you when I see you. So later. Hey, yo, what's up? So I'm basically done with the day. My one day, not even a really one day, one day, more like one complete day and a half day yesterday and a kind of a half day tomorrow in Vegas. But basically one whole day of doing really nothing but work and going to the park. And what would you guess? No girls, right? And the funny thing is, right? I went to drop something off at a FedEx, and lucky me, I got to talk to what is it, a girl there that was packing whatever I needed to, right? It's like, oh yeah, bro, you gotta you got a chance to do a forced interaction with the girl, right? That's the best thing ever, bro. So that happened, and whenever stuff like that happens, I'm always super attentive to how the woman acts. I always pay attention to how her eyes are, like her body language, all of these micro expressions, right? I'll always be on the lookout for them. Some people are like, "Oh, bro, you just need to look girls in the eye or whatever." That part's the easy part, right? But the hard part is that even if you do that, and you give them the straightforward answer or whatever, even just talk to them like they're people, bro. Even if you do all this stuff, you look them in the eye and you don't like hunch over or do whatever. It's like if you just have like normal posture, right, and just talk to them like they're people, right? Basically, if you do that, it's still nothing. They're no micro expression in them it, that indicates attraction ever exists in them. They never they never look like keep eye contact a bit longer, you know uh have like nervous fidgeting in a good way, not like in the way that other girl got nervous, right, where she's nervous in the bad way, right? That story of the the biochem girl from college. That kind of stuff. They never react positively is what I'm trying to say. And that just every single woman, right? And see, I went into work and I had to talk to another woman, right, at the business that I went to, and guess what? It's like same thing there. She didn't have any kind of micro expressions or anything that indicated attraction. Um, yeah, there was there was really nothing, right? Same thing at the Planet Fitness. No girl there was attracted or did anything that could indicate possible signs of attraction. Because I've seen it. I've read tons of stuff on Reddit where I'm sure some of them are copes and lies, right? Like let's say that 90% of the 90% of the posts on there are LARPs and just copes, because we all know on the internet everyone is a 6'5", a millionaire. You know, they got a foot long D. They sleep with millions of women every night, right? It's like, oh, bro, I sleep with a million women every night, and it's like more than I don't even know, right? It's like you know what I'm trying to say. On the internet, everyone's a 6'5", sigma alpha male, whatever, right? They're all perfect, but there's never any proof of it, right? So I read enough of the Reddit posts where girls will follow guys around or just stare at them or do whatever, right? It's like at the gym or just not even there, um, at the store or whatever place, right? It's You read all these kinds of posts or even just watch videos where it's like, oh, this I was out here and then this girl just was like always following me around, stalking me. It's like it almost doesn't even sound like real life, right? But there's too many stories where I think you can't discount it. It's almost like I think it'd be a cope on my part to discount it and say, oh, that never happened, right? It's almost um, like how I consider atheists to be coping to some extent, right? When there's so much, I think there's too much. Was it religion talk to completely dismiss it, right? And say, oh yeah, it's not real, bro. Just trust me, bro. And I'm sure someone will get upset at that. It's like, oh, bro, why'd you have to bring in religion, bro? Like, you can't just say something else. Like, oh yeah, just say MAGA, bro, or like, I don't know. Well, I don't even know what then. Just elect Trump for a third term, bro, or bring back Obamacare, bro. I don't even know what I'm saying, right? It's bringing in controversial things so people say, "Oh, bro, all the stuff," right? Um, America's the best country in the world, and Europeans are jealous. Oh, that one will be that one will for sure trigger trigger the people just the way I like it. So yeah, back onto the main point. Yeah, no girl ever showed any kind of interest. Um, there's like crazy crackhead girls like outside of the outside of one of the places that I went to, and I did think about it because that's the closest that I got to a woman today, right? A crazy crackhead. Well, that's a lie. I talked to the FedEx girl, right? But she didn't show any kind of interest or anything. I always fantasize about how when they give you the receipt with the tracking number on it, it'll be a cute girl and she'll write down her number on the receipt, cause that story, or not necessarily a story, but that example. Oh, you go to some, I don't know, a restaurant or the store or whatever, and a customer service girl puts her number down on the receipt, and tells you to call her or whatever. It's like stuff like that. It almost seems fake, like that's just a cope. It's like that stuff doesn't actually happen, but it's really just it doesn't happen to me, right? Because I'm sure it does happen to some guys, right? They'll go out and some girl will give them their number or whatever, but I'll always cope and think, like, wouldn't it be nice? Like, I know they're not going to, right? Because I know that's only going to happen to other guys, right? Even mutual attraction. Mutual attraction doesn't even seem like a real thing, to be honest. Even though it's so common, you like that's a super cope to think that mutual attraction isn't a real thing, because it happens so often, right? From your the perspective of an unwanted male, right? You think mutual attraction is such a rare thing, but then you really have to think about it. Hey, this it's just a rare thing from my life perspective because it never happens. But when you go outside, you see so many couples, and at that point, it's like, wow, I guess mutual attraction is actually a very common thing. It just doesn't happen to me, like, ever. So that's a crazy thing. And then like, I thought about another thing, right? Because I saw this one cute girl at the gym, right? And then was that I could only kind of see her hand when she was reaching over, because there was like a low wall blocking most of her, so I couldn't take that good of a look. But then on her hand, I saw a ring, and then I got to thinking, it's like, that I like that the thought of that stuff doesn't even cross my mind, right? Like, oh yeah, people wear rings when they get married and stuff like that. But I'm the exact opposite, right? That kind of stuff doesn't happen. Is like, dude, I'm sure people who are in relationships they're more attuned to that kind of stuff because it's more on their mind, right? Because it's more on their mind to put on a ring or put on some kind of I don't know, jewelry or something that signifies their relationship. Meanwhile, there's guys like me, right, who there's no wedding ring or engagement ring or any of that kind of stuff, right? And there never will be, right? It just because honestly, at this point, I'm basically already like halfway done with life, kind of, to some extent. Like, you can say, oh, bro, but people live way longer than was it 6 years old? But I mean, let's be honest, right? It's like at 30, you can cope and say this and this and this, but if you don't have a relationship at 30, your life and your relationship, um, your relationship life, um, is kind of over at 30, right? Maybe it isn't if you had one when you're younger and then you get divorced, but that's different from having a relationship life never start from the very get go, right? It's like, oh, I'm because the people who, oh yeah, they start trying to date again in their 30s, it's usually because, oh, they were in a prior relationship, whether it be a marriage or just a long-term relationship, and then they break up or get divorced, and now they gotta do it again. But it very rarely is it, oh yeah, I'm 30 and I just never got anything, right? That stuff doesn't happen because some people will cope and say, oh bro, no, it's super common, right? I hate that cope from Redditors, right? And they'll say, oh no, bro, being a kissless virgin is actually super common, bro. It's like, no, I'm willing to bet it's actually not. Like, maybe you can make that argument for like a 25-year-old kissless, hugless, handholdless virgin, but 30, it's not like common, bro. It's like, I'm sure most people, like at least 50, more than 50% of people will will have some kind of a experience or relationship or something like that by 30. So you're definitely in the minority if it's never happened. And like the other video, right? Like the OG videos, right? It's always never had a girlfriend, something's probably wrong with you. And that's the truth, right? But it hurts a lot of guys to kind of admit that. that because of the fragile male ego. There you go. That's why guys, oh no, bro, they'll come and say it's by choice, bro. I have tons of girls trying to get at me. They're looking at me and I just ignore them. I'm on my Sigma grind set. I'm on seamer attention, bro. All these copes. But the reality is, they just don't want you. You got sent your own way, and you're just trying to figure out how to rationalize it without, I guess, going too crazy or whatever. But yeah, moral of the or TLDR is nothing really happened. Um, just like every single time, right? Like I go to Vegas. I didn't even go to a pet store this time because I was just too lazy. I mean, I could have because like I said before, um, when I go to the pet stores, there's almost always cute girls there. I guess I can talk about it the last time I went to the pet store because I wanted to make a video on it, but I just got too lazy because it was just like a one little story. So I went to the pet store in Phoenix. Was it right before coming to Vegas to pick something up? And of course, the girl there, one of the girls there let's that I wouldn't say I have a crush on her, right? But definitely more attracted to than some of the other ones, right? More my type. Um, and but every time I have to get a forced interaction with her, I like I said, I always look out for those micro expressions. It's like, is there any hope, bro? Is there any little tiny um, grain of cope or evidence or whatever that I can latch onto and think there's a chance? But there never is, right? The She always just gives me my stuff, and then there you go. Very to the point. She doesn't even really talk to my dog that much, right? Or really do much of any interaction with the dog. Very much just get to the point, and that. So if she doesn't even talk to the dog, like at that point, for sure she doesn't want anything to do with me. And it's even more brutal. I guess it's almost always more brutal when it's a girl that you actually could see yourself actually liking a lot. And it's not like she's a oh bro, she's probably a 10 out of 10 model, bro. That's why, right? It's like I knew it, bro. It's like she's not even that. She's just um I guess like I would I would say she's pretty, but I mean she's not like the like oh bro, she's a Stacy or whatever, right? It's like and like I wouldn't even really want to like rate her. It's like I wouldn't want to. It's like when I talk about my ex EGF, right? I wouldn't want to. I don't like rating her on the objective scale because I feel like it's just not. I know other people will like because will say oh they're like average or whatever because they're gonna say most people are average or whatever. But like to me, it's like I think she was a. I'm not even gonna say it because it's like, oh, bro, you're such a simp, right? But it's like it is. Um, like I guess it is what it is, right? It is what it is with her. Yeah, I mean, I just can't help it, right? It's like it's just hmm. Especially being in Vegas, because like I said earlier, that it was the first time, right, that we talked for the first time when I went to Vegas, and then we video called the first time when I was in Vegas. So even so, Vegas will always have some kind of a weirdness. I don't even know if nostalgia is the correct word, right? It'll always have some kind of emotional significance to me, right? Like even though, like I said, it's been basically I guess technically it's 11 months, but it's basically a year since we last talked. And but still, right? It's like the memory and the feelings, they're still there. And I don't think like I said earlier too. I don't think I don't even know if I really even want a girlfriend or really after her cuz Unless the girl is, acts basically the same way, right? It's like because it's gonna, but then you're like, oh, bro, it's like it's complicated, right? It's like I wouldn't just want any girl. It's like she has to be. She just set the standard too high, right? Of not even just looks wise, right? But of just the attitude and the personality that a girl has to have towards me, right? It's like she kind of showed me, even if it was temporary, what a girl, how a girl acts like when she's truly, um, genuinely attracted and desires you, right? And having to deal with like bullshit from the very get go, and like just very lukewarm or neutral reactions. It's like, oh, bro, you gotta like do whatever, right? It's just not worth it, right? It's because we already know most relationships are gonna fail from the get go. So it's like, why try and invest something into something that's gonna fail? And it's like, why would I want to put in a lot of work into someone who doesn't even who I basically have to convince, right? Which you can't convince. And the relationship will just always work better for the most part, if the woman actually likes you, because that's the thing. It's like the guy will almost always be more replaceable, right? Even if the woman really likes him, it's like the reality is the guy will is just more replaceable, right? That's why they have the term, excess male, right? Because there's no such thing as an excess female, because someone will always at least find them useful, right? For that can't be said for every guy, right? Some guys can't even be useful to other guys, right? And just to other people, and seen as useful by society. That's the unfortunate part, right? Like whether you believe that people have, that everyone has some like equal, inherent value to them, doesn't really matter if society doesn't really believe it, and then society treats you as if you don't have that, value. So yeah, I don't know. It's kind of it, right? I don't even. I mean, I think I'm just basically gonna go on a walk later to the park again with the dog, and that's kind of gonna. That's gonna and just pack my stuff up so I can leave a bit easier tomorrow. But and the internet in the hotel takes forever to upload. So this vlog, which is I think it's gonna be around 40-ish minutes, 40-50 minutes. Is gonna take forever to upload, so I don't think it'll be up tomorrow. It'll probably be up maybe Monday or something. You'll probably see it on a Monday when I can get back home and upload it. Oh, not home, bro. You mean your mom's basement? Uploaded it back at a faster speed, and then yeah, then I'll be able to do another hotel vlog. um, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that. Yeah, Wednesday, because I'll be back in another hotel, right? Because that's the only good part about this stuff, about my life. So it's like I can live in my mom's basement, but then I can still just go to a hotel and be by myself, right? I was like, oh, bro, you can just get laid in a hotel, bro. You just have to. Just have to be attractive, and then you can get a new girl in different cities every day, bro. You don't need a girlfriend. Just get laid with different girls, bro. But that, like I said, that doesn't even solve the main problem of the girlfriend issue, right? Which is kind of a weird. At this point, I think even with the channel name, you would you should be able to, I guess, infer or use critical thinking skills to know that it's not just about sleeping with women, right? It's about a girlfriend, which is different from sleeping with women, because a girlfriend comes with a validation, and a life partner ideally, right? It's like, oh, bro, she's not yours. It's just your turn, bro. Like, that kind of stuff. Like, I guess, to be honest, even if I did get a girlfriend, I don't think I would ever marry her. To be honest, now, like I said earlier, when your life is pretty much done, your relationship life is pretty much done at 30. I think I would need too many years to be with her. That there's really no point in getting married, right? Because it's like, what? Oh, let's cope and say I get into a relationship for 10 years, right? And then maybe I can marry her. But just being in a relationship for like, oh yeah, 2 years, let's get married, is obviously not is a pretty stupid idea to do, right? I think maybe 5 at the very minimum, if things were very well. But I think 10 or just never, to be honest, right? Because there's no point in getting married, to be honest. But yeah, that's my life in Vegas, right? Being a virgin. Oh, bro, you're not a virgin, bro. You're lying. You're lying, bro. It's like I'm not gonna. It's like, well, it's catchier. And yeah, it's like, sure. Like, if that really triggers you, if minor little things like that trigger you, I think you have bigger problems than I do, for sure. Well, yeah, cause why are you even watching videos that trigger you? Or yeah, that trigger you or make you angry? I feel like that's the stupidest thing you could possibly do. If you watch the video, like, sit down on your ass and watch the video, not just listen to it while you're doing stuff. And like, if you do that to any video and you're hate watching a video, I feel like you genuinely have bigger problems than probably any kind of person that you hate watch, to be honest. Because that's kind of just a ridiculous life. It's like a waste of time, and triggering yourself, and it's just the stupidest thing ever. But it is what it is. So yeah, virgin in Vegas. That's the life. So yeah, I will probably just record another video after this, and like I said, go walk, and yeah, that's it for now. Later.